All right, hey, what's up, guys? This is Ben. I'm here with Chris Nevins from the Jeff Cowan Performance Group. Am I saying that the right way?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
All right, cool. All right, we are driving a 2017 Chevy Camaro SS. What do you know about this car?
Beautiful looking, handles great. I do know the new interior styling is phenomenal, and it is. The way I'm looking at it now is awesome.
Is this your first time in one of these?
Yes, it is. I've only seen it on the advertisements, but being inside of it's a lot different story.
This is completely all new, remade, every body panel, every interior piece.
I love the dash. I mean,
yeah, isn't it cool?
It is. It's nice.
So we actually have LED light strips that are all through the car that are hard to see in the daytime, but there's a show mode. So when it's parked at a show, you can have it cycle through all these different colors.
Yeah, that is neat. I love the AC vents and stuff. That's cool.
So we're driving this car in the rain. Are you aware of what's under the hood here, Jeffrey?
Nope.
All right, we've got a V8 6.2 liter, 455 horsepower, 455 pounds of torque. We're driving this on a wet day. It is wet. It's been raining all day. It's kind of misting on the windshield right now. You can probably see that on my window here. A lot of people think you can't drive a Camaro all year round. And we kind of wanted to do a little experimenting today to see what it's like to drive a high performance car like this in the rain. See if it's workable, if it's doable. We do have stability control on this, which is a phenomenal system. I'm going about 40 miles an hour right now. I'm going to put my foot down and just see kind of what happens with this.
Wow. It didn't break free or nothing. That was awesome.
Did you feel any squirreliness?
No, that thing was like it was dry pavement.
So I think that's one of the misperceptions about this car. It does have, I'm going to cut through here. It does have Eagle F1 high performance tires on it. And these tires will crack if you drive them below 40 degrees. So to drive a car like this year round, you do need 2 sets of wheels and tires. You know, throw some Blizzaks on there and drive it all winter. But with these tires, even on a wet day, I'm going to pull out into traffic here as soon as I get an opening. You know, we're going to get into some corners a little bit. We will be safe, guys. We're on the public road here. We will be safe. But I'm going to get Chris behind the wheel and see what he thinks too. So I'm in touring mode right now, which means that the car's kind of set up for a comfortable ride.
Okay.
We can switch over to sport mode. We can switch over to track mode. All right, here we go. All right. Now, I intentionally didn't correct that. Did you feel the back end slid a little bit?
And then came back.
And then just came right back.
Yeah,
I did not correct that oversteer.
I wasn't paying attention to your steering wheel. I was paying attention to the awesome road. That was cool. Yeah, that was neat. But I did feel it come back almost like naturally. So
right, and that was, I mean, I gunned it. Right, we're coming from a stop. We're entering traffic around a corner.
So the car self-corrects itself on that. That is neat.
So when you look at these tires, they're slick tires, but they're grippy.
Yeah.
So even in the wet, we still get
almost like an Indy car. Wow.
Yeah.
Like Indy, they racing the those slicks.
Yeah.
When it's wet.
Right. Yeah, it is kind of like that. Give it one more. So we're on a little grippier pavement right now too.
Yeah, it shouldn't slip at all. This is awesome.
We'll do another video here in a couple of months if we still have this car in stock.
I see a convertible. Is it true that you can drive like 15, 20 miles an hour and lower it?
Yeah. I think it's actually up to 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
So we'll try that here before we pull over. I'm going to pull off in. We can lower the top, right?
I mean, it's misty, but I guess.
It's not raining that bad,
It's not raining, but it's misty.
All right.
Be a little chilly, but.
Well, we'll see. We'll cruise at like 28 miles an hour. And we'll see if the top goes down. All right, here we go. I'm doing 18. I'm doing 20. I'm doing 25, Jeff.
Oh, wow. That is
that's
awesome.
Pretty sweet. Here we go. This car's not going to let you get sideways, man. It's just not going to happen. I mean, it's not going to happen. The traction control, the StabiliTrak system is so good that, I mean, anybody can drive this car fast. Right, there it was again.
Oh, it did it on its own.
Pulled the throttle, corrected the steering. It's using individual calipers to get that.
Get it back in
right.
line.
I said, hold on, idiot behind the wheel. Let me just take some of that power away from you. Let me just apply some corrective braking to get you pointed where I think you want to be pointed. And let's get you back in a straight line.
I like the seatbelt. It's not way down there. You can grab it real easy.
Yeah, I've been
I hate
watching
those seatbelts that are way down there. You can't grab it and find it.
So he went straight over to manual mode, so he knows what he's doing. And
That's
what was he driving? I don't remember what it was. This is Jeremy Clarkson's like top complaint. You know, is that the steering, you can't get your seatbelt in. It's like way down
on
there,
this?
You know?
Not
No,
on this car.
on this other high performance car.
The other car. The other,
this is
what
an
was
easy
it?
one.
I think I rented a Mustang one time, and that's what it was like. Yeah, I had to bend way over to get the stupid seatbelt.
See, and I got some pretty good girth on me.
Yeah,
So
I'm 245 pounds.
Oh, I got you beat, brother. By a good 30, 40 pounds at least, depending on the day. There we go.
Hey, so it does top out. Okay. This thing will run.
Yes,
I love it.
It's awesome.
Oh my God, I love this. This is sweet.
So for anybody who's wondering, yes, this car is for sale. We're not hammering on it too bad.
No.
It is a demo. It's got almost 4,000 miles on it, and we have taken it through a good break-in. You can buy this car right now. This is not a sales pitch, but we do want to let you know.
What is it? How much is it?
It is for sale. You know, that's a great question. Depends a lot on the rebates and incentives.
On the rebates and stuff. Okay.
We can't answer that question in detail, though. If
No.
anybody'd like to
I
know.
see that we already serviced it here at Denora Chevrolet.
Did we?
Yeah.
It's got a fresh oil change.
It's got a fresh
in it.
oil change in it with
That's
a
awesome.
new full synthetic oil. It's awesome. So that tells me that y'all maintain it as well, even though it sits on the lot, right?
You gotta do it.
Take
Absolutely.
Care of
Yep. Whatever
That's
it needs.
awesome. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Whatever it needs.
I do like the layout. The CarPlay, is that what it's called? The CarPlay or
Yeah. So this is
media
the
center,
Chevy
the media
MyLink
center.
system. Yep. Here, I'm gonna actually let me pull this camera down.
I like this, so it's not rubbing me or anything. I got plenty of.
Yep, you got the
knee
flat bottom
space.
steering wheel.
Yeah.
Well, and that's more of a feature too for track days. It's got to help
okay.
you keep track of where the bottom of the steering wheel is. Give you that little extra grip down there.
Like I said, I like this. This is neat.
Yeah. So you can adjust the temperature just by turning the
That's
vent,
Okay, I see it there now.
and then you can adjust the fan speed on this one just by turning the vent.
Okay.
So they've eliminated the need for extra buttons.
Okay.
I mean, your whole climate control system here is like,
okay.
7
Makes
buttons.
sense.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, minimize breakage as well. If things breaking, it's all. That's neat. That's a good idea.
Get a good view there.
And I'll tell you something else that I like is the armrest. It's not too high where my shoulders up in my neck. It's actually well thought out. The armrest. I'm an armrest windows kind of guy, so if you notice, I can reach over, grab a window. I don't have to do a lot of moving.
Yeah.
I don't have to reach down.
Yep.
I don't have to reach out. My arm can stay right where it is and relax. And just all my controls. That's pretty sweet.
Seems like a car that you could go on a road trip in. I mean,
Actually, yes, because my knee's not. I'm a very picky driver, so I like to have my knee rest where it's supposed to, and I don't have it squished in.
Okay.
Where I'm like I have to hold it, and are forcing me to. Guys, we like to be kind of relaxed, but especially my knee is out here against it's not squishing me. The seat's really comfortable. I thought it would be more harsh, like a hard sport seat ride.
Yep.
No, this is comfortable.
It's got pretty aggressive bolsters, but I mean, even for
it's-
us
it's-
wider guys,
yeah,
it's
this is
pretty
comfortable. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
I can handle this.
One complaint people's had is about the blind spots, right? Rear visibility.
On a convertible, yeah, I could see it right there, but they got really good mirrors. I mean, that are pretty handy. The back glass, I'm looking out the back, is pretty visible. It's not, to me, it's pretty good. I can see the cars behind me pretty easy.
In my view, most of the time, a blind spot issue is the result of not having your mirrors adjusted properly.
Right, I would agree. That's what I say. I can see just fine.
Yep.
And being a convertible, yeah, you make sure you watch your mirrors. I mean, that's pretty safety standard. But
Yep.
No, this actually, I really didn't even think about the blind spot, so I guess it wasn't bothering me. I like, this to me is not as blinding as like the, what do you call it, the Challenger or Charger, I can't remember which one it was, but had a really thick deal here and over there.
Okay.
I had a hard time
The A-pillars?
going around corners. I couldn't
Really?
see. I was having to lean forward all the time because it was too thick.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't been in those new cars.
Yeah, it's really thick, so it's like a blind spot when you're making a right-hand turn. You have to really kind of lean forward to see how close you are to the curves and stuff.
Okay. Give us one more, just goose it one more time here for Chris. There we go. Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, so again, this is a brand new blacktop right here.
Yeah, it's wet.
I mean, this is wet.
It's wet.
Fresh asphalt.
Yeah, this is wet and it's great. I mean, I would have never, if you would never know the ground was wet.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. This is
gives you that ability to drive aggressively and yet with confidence.
my first experience in a car like this, and really brought it to life.
So again, I think we do have 3 of these in stock. If anybody would like to come out and take a look at one. We had an open house event last week, just inviting people to come out and get behind the wheel. We may do something like that again if there's interest from the community here. But this redesign really just blew the lid off an already great car, and we're just super excited to get people behind the wheel. Obviously, there's a little bit of a sales pitch here too, but I hope you guys see that even through the sales pitch.
You have a white one there too?
Yep. So we got
the white, blue.
Yep, and that one's a V6, and then we have a V6 coupe stick shift in gray.
Okay.
So, all right, well, thanks for tuning in with us, you guys. If you have any questions, comments, obviously list them out below. We'll see you next time.